Welcome once again to Yardie Belly's Kitchen. Today I will be doing some coleslaw. Yes, and coleslaw is uh, one of those, you know, condiment. You call it condiment or dish? Yeah, it's one of those condiments where you want make it into your own. Aside from the cabbage and the carrot and stuff, you want do coleslaw, make it real nice. And so today I'm gonna try my hand at some coleslaw. I have that meeting later on at youth meeting, and I'm gonna bring some coleslaw. So let me just show you quickly what I have, and then we'll move on. All right, I'm gonna start with the outer part. Yes, I have some celery. I have some Vidalia onions, and if you have never used Vidalia onions before, I promise you, this is not your regular yellow onions, or it's not your white onions. It is a sweet onion, and it's almost like an apple. It has a slight oniony taste or oniony smell, but aside from that, it is just like an apple. All right, so yeah, Vidalia onion. I have some Napa cabbage, no, romaine. This is romaine lettuce. Yeah, and I'm gonna use the romaine lettuce just to break up the crunchiness of the regular cabbage. All right, and then I have some shredded carrot. Now you can shred your own carrot, but me not reinvent the wheel. Them have shredded carrot on the market, so I use shredded carrot. All right, now once I get all of these vegetables all cut up and nicely done, then we're going to combine them, and that's where the magic really happens in the sauce, or what is that? Wait, the dressing. Yes, that's the word. The dressing that I would use to make my coleslaw, pop. All right. Now I might use mayonnaise dressing, or I might not. I might combine the mayonnaise with a little vinaigrette style, something to that effect. But any which way it go, Yardie Belly coleslaw is gonna be like banging. All right. So remember, join me. Me gonna do some coleslaw right about now. Yardie Belly TV. Remember me tell you. And you just have to cut them celery up on the bias. You want them as thin as possible. And celery is one of them ingredients that will carry a little bit of salt. So it really and truly assists the flavoring of whatever dish you're adding it to. So may I cut up the celery, then may I go cut up the cabbage. Cabbage. And you simply want to just take the heart out almost immediately. Yeah? And then when you're cutting up your cabbage, hold on, I'm turn on TV because I watch TV. Yeah. Sorry about that. So you want to cut your cabbage very, very thin. As let me tell you something, all of a sudden cabbage have less liquid. When we were growing up and we used to cut cabbage, it used to be more juicy. Now cabbage is like more barky, more fibrous. So you hardly wanna cut your cabbage too thick nowadays. Even if you're cooking it, you wanna cut it very thin because it's becoming more and more fibrous. So we just cut up the cabbage, and I'm doing enough of this to basically full a chafing pan. Yeah. And then obviously you have to wash. And I wash and I re-wash, I double wash my cabbage just to make sure I get out any little foreign matter in it or anything. And you have to be careful when you're cutting, guys. This part of it is tricky, and the knife you slip and cut you. Alright? So we cut up cabbage. Now next thing we cut up is romaine lettuce. With the romaine lettuce, you wanna do this again as thin as possible. And I usually just keep it on the bulb until I'm ready to, once I cut it up, then I do a thorough wash. Because, you know, it's just easier to work with it this way, you know. And if you notice, the good thing about the lettuce is that some part, the stems are white, and so it brings a nice contrast to the dish. And you know, the cabbage white, so you need a nice green with it, you know. See? So it look good. And of course, I'm going to soak this in some salt water with a little tip of vinegar just to keep it clean. With the onions, again, you want to go as thin as possible. And I promise you guys, if you know for the daily onion, you'll know that, you know, it is no problem having this with your coleslaw, because it actually is so sweet. It tastes just like a fresh apple, you know, but it have the slight onion smell. You know, the little onion thing about it, but otherwise from that, I mean, trust me, there's nothing else that compares or makes, you know, make it want to feel like you eat onions. So I'm going to cut up this now, and then I'm going to look in at the fridge to see if I have any more vegetables that I want to add. Maybe a little bit of kale. I have to look around at the fridge, and then me show now I go and, you know, make up some dressing and put everything together and show them. I just take off these, you know, onion always have this little, like, you know, like a skin, silver skin. And now that I'm slicing the onions, some of it is coming off, and I just want to get that off, and then add the onions to my coleslaw. Let's go as thin as possible, guys, with the onions, and yeah, make a coleslaw pop. Yeah, man. So now I have my romaine lettuce all washed with some vinegar and thing, and put another salad spinner. Yes, salad spinner. Can you believe it? And you just put the top onto the salad spinner. This is how the salad spinner work, guys. You put your top, you put the lettuce in the basket, and you put the top on. Make sure it's securely closed, and then you pretty much just turn your salad, you spin your salad. And I'm sure I'm gonna put a link in the description box for you to buy your own salad spinner. Alright, you can just check out my affiliate link, and the affiliate link goes to supporting Yardie Belly channel. So if you buy a salad spinner from Amazon from the link, you know, Yardie Belly receives a little pittance. Alright, so and spin my salad. Make sure you spin your salad. Then take out the cover and lift out your basket, and see the amount of water really remain. And I just go throw off the water here and spin the salad one more time for good measure. Yeah, see, it worked. And your salad not look wilted and dead, you know. I saw the thing said, remember me tell you. So now we go about assembling our coleslaw, and let me just get everything ready. Yeah. All right. What me normally do is, I normally just start putting vegetable together in the pan. So start with my cabbage, of course, because cabbage is the base of the coleslaw, and you want to separate the cabbage as much as possible. Yeah. Normally, you know, you mix everything together and sort of toss it in the dressing, but no, that's not how me do it when I do my thing. You see? So we just put down some cabbage, yeah, and then we start layer in some lettuce. And yeah, layer in some lettuce. Then I mix the onions with the celery, and you just wanna start sprinkling that all over. And then you have your carrots. You just put in the carrots like so. Yes, man. And then I went ahead and I found some spinach, yeah, in the fridge. So I add some spinach, and you notice when I cut up the spinach leaf them, because the spinach leaf them, when you cut them up, them easy for bruise. So for some of them I tear them. I just take up my hands and just tear it like that, because when you cut it, the knife bruise them. So you just want to tear it, you know, rip it up. Yeah, you don't want a big chunk of spinach in your mouth. You know, everything's supposed to be nice and, yeah, comfortable for everybody eats. Yes, man. And then you begin to double up your layers now. Cabbage again. Yes. See? My coleslaw. And you can do this for your party them and your functions. When you have functions, you can set up your coleslaw like so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it fresh. You know, normally you get coleslaw and sometimes it beat out, you know. Yeah, cause it too saggy and thing and the wife don't really like the whole heap of sagginess in the coleslaw. So normally try to cater to her as much as possible. See that? Oh, that look good. Yes, man. Yes. Yes, man. Coleslaw is taking shape. It's looking like a full container of coleslaw. And I'm just gonna continue doing this layer until I use up all of my ingredients. And then we're good to go. So nice, so nice. So nice. Then I go work on me dressing. Oh, it looks, see?
Alright. Let's do.
You look nice, don't you? So you have to make your thing look good, man. You understand? Nobody can't say nothing when your thing look good. You understand? You have to make sure you take care of your thing. Come back with the thing argument again.
Lasagna thing.
The way they enough, we don't know what for tossing, you know. You're dressing in it and you're good to gizzle. Yes, man. It looks so good. Trust me, I'm fresh. That's the thing I like about it. It looks fresh. It don't look stale and beat out. You know? You see? So now, let's work on some dressing. On some dressing right quick. And I'm gonna show you real quick how I make my dressing, okay? Yes. Let me just take up the camera a little bit and show you. Get a full shot. So you can get a full shot of what. Yes, that's my coleslaw. Dressing time, dressing time. Now I'm ready to make the dressing and I'm just showing you some of the stuff that I will use. And guys, I promise you, I'm the type of person who may just experiment. So I can't claim to tell you how it tastes until I make it. That sound fair enough? well, it have to just sound fair to you because that's how it go. Anyway, let me tell you what I have. In the bowl, let me show you. I have some sugar, right? And that's about maybe 3 tablespoons of sugar, all right? And I have a little turmeric. Kind of like turmeric. We use turmeric in almost everything. Basil leaves. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I have some blue agave. Yeah, and me use it. Me not gonna put no more sugar. So if me need it more sweet, the agave me gonna use. Me have some super fruit dressing, which I'm gonna use as like a base, and it's have pomegranate and blueberries and stuff like that. I have some champagne vinegar. And champagne vinegar is awesome. It's orange champagne vinegar. And I have some olive oil. All right. No exact amount, guys. I am not going to tell you the exact amount yet. But I'm going to be just doing the dressing as quickly and as easily as possible. All right. So to the sugar, I just basically going to add some turmeric. And I'm adding maybe a teaspoon of turmeric. And again, this is a healthy dressing, so that's why I add all of them something. I add some basil, and is again a teaspoon or half of a teaspoon of basil. I'm gonna add my apple cider vinegar, and me use the cork as measure. So that's about 3 of the cork, which would be 3 teaspoons. And you don't want to use too much apple cider vinegar because it will scratch your throat a little bit. And I'm using my superfruit, Bella's superfruit dressing, but you can use pretty much any dressing where you like, you know, Italian or any oil-based dressing. All right, and I'm using maybe about a 1/4 cup. Not that much, if so much. Again, I'm not good on measurements, guys, so bear with me. And my orange champagne vinegar, I'm using maybe 3 tablespoons of that. Then I'm using maybe about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. All right, and then I will add my salt. May use a little bit, yeah, may add my black pepper, my salt a little bit later on. And you just basically want to mix these. See if we can turn the camera down. You just want to mix up this in the thing and get your sugar dissolved. Once you get your sugars dissolved, you must make it stay there and blend up a little bit and marinade. Yeah. And this is gonna be your dressing. Alright. If you want to use less oil, you can use less oil, but as you can see, I have a lot of coleslaw that I'll be using, so you know, and it's olive oil, so it's good for you. And I got taste test it when we reach a point, and then me make you know how the full thing turn out. So me just go and spin that around and tweak it. I'm gonna taste and buy till me get it to where I want it, and then we're pretty much good to go. And yeah, that's how the thing said. Remember. So I add a little bit of orange juice, just a little bit of orange juice, and a little bit more apple cider vinegar. And I promise you guys, the way this tastes good, it tastes so good. It's sweet, tangy, with a little bit of herb finish, like a herb floral to it. Yeah. And me like it bad. So what I'm gonna do now is just put this in a container. And sorry for the shaking, because me hold the camera and me stir same time. I'm just gonna put this in a container and I will show you the finish, you know, when I'm pouring it over the stuff. And yeah, show you the rest of it when we're done. You see what me I say? Remember me tell you. So now we're gonna just add our drizzle, our vinaigrette, yeah, onto our coleslaw. And then what I'm gonna do is pretty much just close back the pan and shake it up. You know, as a matter of fact, we're in the function right now. The function is going on, and so them take out some out of the coleslaw already. But we just have to add our vinaigrette and then shake it up, and then we see what going on there. So here is my coleslaw, a little bit of it. It's the morning after type of thing, and yeah, you know. Yesterday, I never get for showing a good plate, so there's a showing right now. As a matter of fact, I show the whole plate. I'm business. This is leftovers. Don't worry about it. I don't business. Alright? I'm a coleslaw still is banging. And hey, that's how we do we thing. We just set up a little plate and thing. So the wife can't wait, so I'm gonna leave her alone. Once again, like, share, subscribe. You know, try it for yourself. Join me in my kitchen, make you try some more food. And remember, we got more healthier, we got more vegan, we got more meatless. We try with thing. Work with us, guys. Big up on yourself. A Yardie Belly in our foreign. Remember, hey, Yardie Belly TV. Description box. Fans, friends, AC. Big up on yourself.